Hello, I'm Samantha, and I'm doing a quick impromptu video for the S.O.U.L team. We're sending out an email, and I wanted to give you a tour of this product that you're going to get in the email. So first, I'll show you the email so you can match it up to what you're going with, and this is what we're looking at there. So those are my screenshots. Okay, so here we're talking about the Quadrant List, daily mentor calls, and McKay's mentoring call every Monday at 8:30. So I'm going to put this link right here in the video. It's going to be right there, and so you're going to be able to watch this, and it will refer back to the image that's in your email. So these screenshots are in there, so you can refer back to this. But again, I wanted to give you a tour. So this is what we have used. Before I had a customer relationship manager, I used 17 Hats. There's Trello, MeisterTasker, Wunderlist. You can even use just MailChimp. You can use some Google products. There's lots of ways to do that. But if that is way making your brain go scrambled, then no worries. You can use a simple Excel spreadsheet. And I did this probably for the first 2 years of my business, and I loved it. It worked really, really well. So for some reason, it won't go unblue there. So first of all, you put someone's name. People do this manually too. So you can print this out and write it if that's your go-to, or you can simply enter in the names, enter in all the information, and just mark it off as you go. But again, I wanted to give you a tour. So this is where you would put the person's name. So whether they're on your mind or whether you've literally made contact with them or sent them an email or done a class with them, that's where you put their name. Then you would put here the date of contact. You can put notes in there, not just the date. Put whatever serves you into that space, and that goes true for everything listed here. Feel free to delete a row. Feel free to add in a row, something that you think needs to be in there. This is how you contacted them. They found you on social media. You ran into them at a grocery store, at the baseball park. A friend introduced you to them. You would put all that information in there and maybe the date as well. Did you give them a sample? Did they experience the oil? So I skipped a spot there. So usually when I give someone a sample, I gather their information. So that might be the first place that you put a check mark or the date. And then you have to make sure you have their name. And then at the end is going to have their email address and their phone number. So I would never give a sample to someone unless I have their contact information, because instead of just being like, oh, I hope they call, this is a business for you. They need to understand that, and you've invested in them product. So they should be more than willing, if you've done all the right steps that we've talked about before of showing people that we're here to support them. We're not just trying to sell them a product. When they do buy our products, they get us. And that's really the most important thing that happens when you connect with someone. It would be the worst thing for me if someone just went online and bought oils and they're on another team. I'm not sure they're going to get the education, the support that they need. Is someone really going to care for them like I would? And I know when they buy through me that they will. And if they don't, they're going to let me know and be like, hey, woman, you need to step it up. And then I can. I do send a welcome email. So again, have they experienced the oils? And so if so, what did they experience? What sample did you give them? Maybe put that here. Did you invite them to a class? So people that come to a class prepared and have had an essential oils experience, they have a way better understanding and they know exactly what they're coming to. You always want to remind them. So this is just a marker for you. This is something for you to do. Did you remind them? This Quadrant List is a reminder for you, because it's hard when you're working with 10 people, 50 people, 100 people. And that's the goal, is to have thousands of people on your team that you're supporting, and you equip them with these same things. When you have leaders, you equip the leaders with these. When you have customers, your customers know that you're not going to miss a beat with them. And if they're engaged, they're going to get all the attention that they need. Did they attend that class? Did they enroll? Did they get a wellness consult? That is our job as a wellness advocate, to make sure that they know how to use their membership and know how to get more oils into their home. We got their initial orders in for them. We did that. Then we have to show them how to use their membership and what items that they're going to need beyond their initial order to continue to help them with their health and wellness goals and with their families. Are they on an LRP? If they're not on an LRP, then this would just help you check in with them every couple months. Hey, I know that you have your initial oils. Are you using those? And if they're not, then that's where you have to kind of start from the beginning again. And if they are, then maybe they've placed some one-time orders, and you can share with them how to split that up so that they can really maximize their membership. With a 50 PV order per month for a customer is the sweet spot to rise their percentage and to get some perks and things like that. Have they been invited to host a class? If you're doing online classes, you can just say, here's a date that's already picked. Do you think you could invite 10 people to this online class? And and you can help sample them, or they can sample and you can help them be a sharer. Are they getting support? What is their preferred method of contact? Do they like to text message, PM? Are they on Instagram? You have to know your customers so you can meet them where they are. This is their phone number. This is their email address. And then if you have a CRM, then there will be a button for unsubscribe. If you don't have a CRM, you have to manually do your unsubscribe. So when I would send an email, I would just highlight this, copy and paste it in, and they get their email. If they say, I don't want these emails anymore, then you put their email here. That way when you copy and paste, you're not sending them emails that they don't want, but it's also a marker for you. Every 3-4 months, take a look at this don't email. Connect with those people and make sure that they're getting the service, the level of service that you promised them, and that you're meeting them where they are with that communication. So if you've only been sending emails or text messages and they like a phone call, then you're going to need to pick up the phone. When I answer calls, people are like, whoa, you answered the phone. And I love to talk on the phone. I always have. And so if you don't, get used to it, and it's a beautiful thing. So I hope that helps you with the tour of our email today. And of course, this can work for many other people. So if you know somebody that needs that quadrant list and they've watched this email, then just reach out to us. I don't have an email address to give you, but you can just comment in YouTube and Facebook, wherever you're seeing this, or reach out to your upline and say, hey, I need a quadrant list. And if they don't know what that is, then they can Google it and figure it out. And there's a memory jogger that also comes to mind that will be very helpful for that. And we do Elise Chedevy's dailymentorcalls.com. So she doesn't have a quadrant list in there. This is just something that actually, Emily Pfeiffer shared with us. She does it on paper and we just digitized it. So there's many, many things I'm sure you'll find, but we're happy to help you with this. Thanks so much.